Buckeye Nation and Big Ten fans, what is up, guys? Back with another video, the Ohio State post-game video. Ohio State wins this game 23-3 on the road at Indiana. Man, give Indiana a lot of credit for their effort in this game. They were outmatched, outmanned. Their defense and offense really as well composed of mainly transfer players, not a lot of experience on the team itself. But they hung around, especially defensively. Ohio State's defense, let's talk about that real quick. Ohio State's defense played exceptional. Held Indiana just 3 points, but under 200 yards of total offense, like 80 yards passing, about 70-ish yards rushing. Steel Chambers played really well. Simon played really well. Tyleik Williams played really well. Eichenberg, JT. Didn't really see much of him on the edge, but I thought that he played fine. Pass rush, really wasn't sort of a factor for majority of this game because Indiana, their MO was just to run the clock as best as they could and as much as they could. Now, offensive line, like I said, that was a question mark this year. I wasn't really impressed with Ohio State's offensive line, especially in short down yardage or short third downs and short yardage situations. But I truthfully believe that does rely on play calling. Not all of it, but some of it is play calling. You go back into the first quarter, yes, you do pick up that 4th and 3, run that bootleg play, and you were easily able to get like 9-10 yards on it. And then on a similar instance into, what was it, the second quarter, it's 7-3, or maybe it was 7-0, something like that. And you run the same exact play on 4th down and 2. Yeah, I understand it worked the first time, but you got to change that up. That's something that didn't really sit right with me. The play calling in this game wasn't really great on Ryan Day's on the offense. And yeah, I'm going to throw Ryan Day on there, but quarterbacks as well. Kyle McCord played fine. 20 of 33, I think. That's what he finished with. 20 of 33, 239 yards, 0 touchdowns, 1 interception. Ohio State fans, I know you're going to be upset with that. If you go back and watch some of the plays and some of his decisions, he made some question mark decisions. Especially in the third quarter, it's second down and 5. Marvin Harrison pulls a double move. He is wide open, streaking down the field. There is no Indiana defender with him within 10 yards to him. He ends up, Kyle McCord takes the check down, and it turned out to be an incompletion. And then I think Ohio State was able to get 3 out of it. But, overall, his performance wasn't great. It wasn't horrible. It was very disappointing if I'm an Ohio State fan. And then, Ryan Day said, listen, Devin Brown's going to play a lot in this game. He's going to get some reps, this, that, and in between. And Devin Brown only played 6 snaps. And to me, in my honest opinion, I really believed Ryan Day thought that Ohio State would be up 41-0 at half or something like that. And then he could rely on the second string and the backups. But overall, quarterback performance wasn't great, and offensive line performance really wasn't great either. Running back performance, Chip Trayanum, that he looked like the best running back on the field. Travion Henderson struggled. Mayan Williams only got 7 carries in this game. Again, you have to push it towards the offensive line there, but still, Mayan Williams has not looked right. He still doesn't look right. 7 carries. He did have 2 touchdowns, but just 24 yards. And then Travion Henderson had about 3.5 yards per carry as well. Not great. Give Indiana a lot of credit, and Tom Allen a lot of credit. I mean, they fought really hard defensively in this game. But anyway, Ohio State gets it done, wins by 20 on the road. Wasn't a pretty game. In fact, it was a pretty ugly game, kind of like they did last year against Notre Dame. But But yeah, speaking of Notre Dame, you get Notre Dame in a couple weeks, and let's just be honest here. I'm just going to be completely honest with you guys. I picked Notre Dame to win in the preseason. Notre Dame right now looks like a better team than Ohio State. They have a quarterback. They have a better offensive line. Their defense is, Ohio State's defense played really well. They both probably have similar defenses in the scheme of things. But Notre Dame just, to me, looks like the better team. I think Notre Dame would beat Ohio State right now. Now, Ohio State, luckily for them, they got 2 weeks. You play Youngstown State next week. Should win that by however much you want to win it by. Western Kentucky, to be honest with you, I don't know what happened to Western Kentucky. They usually have a relatively decent offense or sometimes really good offense. But, I mean, you're not going to struggle in that game at all. And then at Notre Dame. So, you got to start preparing for that big game. Looks like Kyle McCord is QB1. But, man, he definitely looked uncomfortable for a majority of that game. And some of his throws and decision-making were just, I don't know. They just didn't seem right to me. Mbuka and Marvin Harrison pretty much didn't do anything all game. Now, to their credit, though, there were plays where they were wide open and McCord was making the wrong read. But anyway, Ohio State, you get it done. 23-3 on the road. Should have listened to me a couple weeks ago when I said take Indiana and the points. It's funny because Ohio State didn't even score 30 in this. I thought there was going to be way more points involved. I know everyone else did too. I thought Indiana's offense would be more of something, more than what they showed. But I think that just comes down to the play calling and the idea that they were just trying to play keep away. But their defense played really well. All right, guys. Ohio State gets it done. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.